A legacy, the first in a classical series of men's devotionals, depicts characters of men from the Bible who represent men of today. Some succeeded while others failed. There are those who were strong yet some were weak. There is the spiritual and carnal. Kings, rulers, princes, and patriarchs, all of whom men can identify with. They all left a legacy, whether it was positive or negative. What is your legacy? Continuing from yesterday's lesson, Ruben learns that disrespecting his father has consequences. He realizes that his inheritance as the patriarch of the family is ruined. He now has to live a life of disgrace among his own family. At heart, Ruben was a good man, but because of his past behavior he became a man without honor, and losing his position as God's ambassador. He lost all influence on his younger brothers, whose behavior was criminal. His efforts were powerless as their misbehavior escalated, and because of this he failed to protect his younger brother and secure his father's trust. There is no doubt that Ruben had tried in vain to redeem himself from the sinful act he committed against his father. However, there are always those who will not allow you to get past your crime. There will always be one person who will bring up your past, or will try and prevent you from redeeming your good name. Ruben's life was such. As his brothers conspired to kill their younger brother Joseph in a jealous rage, Ruben intervened to overthrow their plans, but was unsuccessful to rescue him. There is evidence that Ruben was not a conspirator, but knew of it. His brothers mocked his authority and carried out the second part of their plan to sell Joseph to strangers without his knowledge. He was genuinely overwhelmed at his failure of protecting his brother. As the eldest, he was expected to be a protector, and this event was only going to add from his father's further distrust. Although Jacob had forgiven Ruben for his sinful actions, doing so did nothing to gain his trust. Ruben learned from his past actions and thought of the consequences of hurting Joseph. He now realized it was a sin against God's laws and his brothers, and would have to answer for it. He knew it was going to cause pain and suffering to his father. Here was a changed man, a man who now took responsibility for his actions. Ruben again displays spiritual change to redeem his position as a responsible man, and gain his father's trust after Benjamin is summoned to the Pharaoh's palace. He offers his 2 sons as a ransom if Benjamin does not return, but his good intentions are rejected. Fearful of losing another child, Jacob refuses and instead accepts Judah's suggestion to be surety for Benjamin, and appointing him the leader on the return trip to Egypt. While Jacob accepted the validity of Reuben's offer, he knew Reuben's authority among his brothers was weak. It can be disappointing and degrading that because of one mistake in your life, your family and friends refuse to forget and will not give you an occasion to prove yourself. On numerous occasions Ruben had displayed spiritual changes in his life, but all he received were insults and condemnation, which was to be a legacy as predicted by his father's last words to his sons on his deathbed. You might have made an error in judgment in your past as Ruben did, and are not accepted by family and friends. Do not despair. God will most definitely accept and redeem you when you are willing to prove to him you are a changed man. I have blotted out, as a thick cloud, thy transgressions, and, as a cloud, thy sins. Return unto me, for I have redeemed thee. Isaiah 44 verse 22. Thank you for visiting Amazing Devotions for Men. These devotions is a continuation of lessons from amazing men of the Bible. If you have missed past devotions, you can go back and view them. Please remember to like and subscribe to my channel.